If you've been told to do cold plunges or heavy breath work for nervous system regulation, you've been lied to. Or at least you've been misled. These things have their place, but when used at the wrong time, they send a lot of people deeper into dysregulation. Today I'm going to tell you why that is, how to tell if that's what you need right now, and some alternative practices that actually can start to help with regulation. I'm Griffin from the North Star Body. Welcome back to my channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're into the idea of mastering your body to improve the quality of your life. I'm not hating on ice baths, but the people who are super into cold plunging are usually the ones who really don't need it. You see, a lot of people are doing resilience building activities when what they really need is regulation first. So let's define these terms. Regulation activities are things we do to bring an overstressed nervous system back to balance. Examples include meditation, slow breathing, yoga nidra, just taking a nap or resting. Resilience activities, on the other hand, are things we do to intentionally stress the nervous system so it adapts and comes back stronger. These are your cold plunges, your hard workouts, your prolonged fasting, your hyperventilation breath work. Now it seems with other systems of the body, we know better than to jump into resilience activities when we really need regulation. You wouldn't sprint on a sprained ankle. You would let it heal with rest and rehab, and then when it's ready, you would gradually introduce more and more challenge to it to build up its strength. If you're sick, you're not gonna go out and overexert yourself. You know your body needs to heal. You're going to rest and recuperate and then get after it again when you're back to normal. Think of your nervous system the same exact way. It's still a part of your body. If you are overstressed already, stressing your nervous system more is not a good idea. And it can sometimes feel really good, and that can be for a lot of reasons. You're getting that temporary adrenaline hit, which temporarily reduces inflammation and makes you feel really alert and alive. But consider this. Part of the reason a lot of people are overstressed is because they tend to be addicted to that feeling. And slowing down tends to feel really uncomfortable. That's totally relatable. I know what that's like, but it's not good for you. And well-intentioned, but frankly ignorant internet gurus telling these people that ice baths are good for their nervous system, without understanding this distinction, are essentially giving these high-stress people permission to feed their adrenaline addiction. I've dealt with a body that's under chronic stress, and I work with so many clients who come to me because they're overstressed. I can tell you from experience, purposely overstressing an already overstressed nervous system leads to bad things down the road. Always irritable, getting sick more often, always waking up in a terrible mood, souring your relationships, slowly losing the stamina to do things that used to be fun, slowly losing the mental stamina to actually be present with the people that you love, little to no libido, major junk food and sugar cravings, which can lead to weight gain, and just an overall negative outlook on life. But I've also seen the other side of this transformation when you actually focus on real regulation activities, instead of tricking yourself into believing that stressors are actually going to help you balance your nervous system. Lower perceived stress, easier breathing, energy and libido coming back, stronger immune function, deeper sleep, less food cravings, more pleasant to be around in general. And when you're at a healthy point, when you do engage in stressors or high intensity activities, they don't absolutely drain you. But I just don't have time to relax. If you have time to get in an ice bath, you have time to relax instead. And I don't mean scrolling on your phone or watching TV. That's not relaxing. That's another trick. But I'm going to give you a couple ways right here that's actually going to help you down-regulate your nervous system, as opposed to keep pushing it up, up, up. But first, how do you even know if you're somebody who needs regulation versus somebody who's ready for resilience? With clients, I use a couple of breathing assessments and a perceived stress questionnaire. These are available in the North Star Body Skool community. And there are a couple mini courses on there available completely for free that include how to assess your stress so you know where you lie. All this, including a full membership, is absolutely free if you join in the month of February, so get on the link in the description below. So when you do fill out the perceived stress questionnaire, it's like 10 questions, a drop-down menu where you just pick 1 through 4 about your level of perceived stress around that particular question. You add up your score and there's a range of either mild stress, moderate stress, or high stress. Generally, if you are high stressed, you definitely don't want to be doing resilience. And you might consider adding resilience stuff when you're in the mid to low range of moderate, but that's going to be a trial and error period. If you score mild stress, feel free to jump in an ice bath. Now, when it comes to implementing a simple rest and regulation routine, I actually recommend this for everybody, even if you're not under high stress. And the reason is because we always experience stressors throughout our days. In other words, we are never completely zen all the time. So a way to maintain a body that can come back to balance and doesn't push into chronic stress is to have a regular practice of down-regulating from all of the stresses of our day. So basically, no matter who you are, try this routine. But if you're highly stressed, definitely try this routine and do it instead of the cold plunges or the 5 a.m. workouts. Okay, so this is a 10-minute routine and we're gonna divide the days into day A and day B. So we're gonna do 2 separate practices just alternating, A, B, A, B, A, B. Day A's 10 minutes should ideally be right before bed. I mean, you're lying in bed ready to fall asleep with this. Day B's practice ideally would be in your mid-afternoon slump, but you could also do it right before bed as well. So for day A, you're going to lie in bed, you're going to set a timer for 10 minutes, and you're going to start to slow down your breathing. Nasal, gentle, slow, expansive. You can count your breathing, but I'd rather you just focus on the sensations of the breathing. Airflow in your nose, expansion of your rib cage. Focus on really prolonging that exhale, nice and easy. Breathing is both autonomic and conscious, a bridge between the mind and the body. You can use it to start to slow your heart rate and generally down-regulate your nervous system. Not only is this just a good practice, but it can actually help you sleep better. Okay, day B, you're gonna do this in your mid-afternoon slump when you feel like you need a break from work, when you can't focus. That's your brain telling you, I need to go internal. I need to stop the high activity brain waves. I need to stop trying to problem solve. I just need to chill and assimilate. So you're gonna lie down for 10 minutes and you're gonna do a body scan or a non-sleep deep rest or a yoga nidra meditation. This is most effective with a guided recording. My guided breathwork collection includes both a bedtime slow breathing practice and a non-sleep deep rest practice, along with 10 other downloadable tracks that are yours for life for all different situations. If you're interested in purchasing that, I will link that in the description below. Otherwise, for a non-sleep deep rest, you can just search it in YouTube and find a 10-minute recording. The purpose of this is to get yourself out of the mind and into the body. And if you've watched some of my past videos, you know that just awareness of your body starts to calm the nervous system. That's it, A, B, A, B. Slow breathing at night, non-sleep deep rest in the afternoon. If you do join my Skool community and start to assess your stress, it's really cool when you start to track your progress over time and actually watch the numbers tell you that you are more regulated as you continue with these practices. And just to give you an example, I just finished with a one-on-one client after 8 weeks. This person came to me with crippling work stress, breathing problems, and panic attacks coming out of nowhere. Their perceived stress began with a score of 28. Anything over 26 is considered high stress. By the end of 8 weeks, they were down to 14. Anything below which is considered mild stress. That's a 50% reduction in their perceived stress levels over 8 weeks. How do we achieve that? Slow breathing, non-sleep deep rest, and yes, a few other protocols specific to their life and their situation. But this is the foundation for every single client I work with. So is doing this alone going to definitely reduce your stress levels by 50%? Maybe, maybe not. But can you reduce your stress levels by 50% without these foundational practices? I personally doubt it. So you have the tools, you got nothing to lose, schedule it into your day and watch the magic happen. If this kind of thing interests you and you're looking for deeper guidance and more practices on how to really build your resilience to stress, my program Calm Command is also available at 50% off. It's a 4-week-long program that goes through foundational breathing mechanics, nervous system regulation, and also an introduction to stress tolerance to start to add resilience practices once you've brought yourself back to balance. If you're not sure about that one yet, again, you can join my free Skool community. The introduction to that course, called the Stress Fix, is completely free. Members of the Skool community also get discounts on all my paid courses. Did I mention it's free to join in February? Looking forward to seeing you there.